afternoon, my darlings. A very late start for the vlog from me today. It is currently 3:30 on Friday afternoon, and I planned on starting this vlog yesterday morning. We've got a lot to catch up on. A lot to catch up on. So the reason the vlog did not start yesterday, it doesn't really matter because you guys still see it on the same day anyway, but yesterday was the day of the tube strikes in London, which first of all just upsets the apple cart. Is that the expression? Rocks the apple cart, rocks the boat, upskittles the apple cart. Basically, chaos. Chaos ensues in London when it is tube strike day. But nonetheless, I had a lot of things in my diary for in London yesterday, so braved it. Without being really boring and talking about like moving around London, it was quite stressful. A journey that should take 2 hours took 4 hours, etc, etc. But with a little bit of rejigging, still managed to fit everything in my day yesterday that I had intended to do, minus nipping into some shops because that was not important and didn't manage to fit that in. So yesterday started with a really lovely lunch with Clé de Peau, lovely skincare brand, and you guys know that I have said a million times Le Serum is just one of those products that I will continue to repurchase for the rest of my life because it's absolutely incredible. Let me actually show you, straight from my suitcase, what we were there to celebrate. So this is their new festive packaging. It is absolutely gorgeous. That is the face highlight. I mean, look at this. It's a little bit Dior-esque, isn't it? I think it's absolutely beautiful. My favorite product of all time from Clé de Peau, Le Serum. It's just this really beautiful kind of midnight blue and golden pattern, so perfect for gifting. So we had the most glorious lunch in Spring Restaurant in Somerset House. The menu there, the food there is just absolutely incredible. I'll show you this. Beautiful. Note to self, do not hold eyeshadow palettes upside down. That's really stupid. There we go. It just clicks back in. Beautiful eyeshadow palette. So we've got the lipsticks, we've got the serum, we've got the highlight, all in this beautiful new celestial packaging, which is freshly out for Christmas. I mean, look at that. Imagine bringing this out of your makeup bag when you're getting ready for your Christmas events. They really are the most spectacularly stunning products. I absolutely adore the brand. They really stand for glowing, radiant skin, which is what I'm all about. So that was just the loveliest way to start the day. I then went up to my old favourites, London Grace, and had my nails done. Went for this gorgeous rose gold kind of sparkly colour. They always do the best job and super, super speedy, which I was very grateful for given my manic movements for the day with the tube strike. And then I headed up to 111 Harley Street, because I had spoken to Dr. Yanis, one of the co-founders of 111 Skin. You'll have seen me wearing my eye patches a lot. They're rose gold face masks, I absolutely love. I spoke to him a few times about, don't know if you guys will have noticed them, but it's something that I personally have been very self-conscious of. I have 3 or 4 raised bumps under the skin on my schnoz, and it's not always obvious, but in certain lights, and particularly when I'm, you know, watching back my videos or looking at photos, sometimes if I've done a reel or something with a videographer and they've caught me from a certain angle, I really notice these underskin bumps. They literally are, imagine like a mole or a blemish or something, but it's completely skin. And I just really wanted to know if there was any way of getting rid of them. So I went into 111 yesterday and I had a laser treatment on each of these bumps on my nose. It could take up to 4 sessions for these bumps to go, but I can already see a difference. So I was allowed to put makeup on today. I wasn't allowed anything on my face after the treatment yesterday. It wasn't painful at all. I was a bit nervous because Charlie'd had his red veins on his nose zapped before, and he said it was quite a painful treatment, but it really wasn't. It was a little bit like I was aware of sensation in my nose yesterday afternoon after the treatment. It was just like quite warm. And now, I don't know if you'll be able to see, so one of the bumps is here, one is here, one is here, I'm just looking in the mirror there, and one is here. This one here I've always had, it's more of a mole, but the others we think are skin tags or something like that, which I still don't really understand what they are, but the laser helps to remove them. So I had my first appointment for that yesterday. My nose was quite red this morning, but now that I've got a little bit of makeup on, it seems to be absolutely fine. But even with my no complexion makeup face after that appointment, what happened yesterday evening was, I still have no words. Basically, an email appeared in my inbox inviting me to a Fantasia dinner. Didn't know what this was, didn't know what to expect, hosted by a florist called Amy Bone, and oh my goodness, I just don't even know where to begin. I didn't know anyone else that was going, didn't know what to expect, but the dress code was Bridgerton-Meets-Versailles, so I'll insert some clips on the screen here. I wore this incredible navy, a lot of people on my Instagram thought it was black, navy dress from Needle and Thread. Felt a little bit self-conscious because of the nose situation, so I didn't really have much makeup on. It was held in the Battersea Arts Centre, and it was one of these kind of parties. It was a progressive party, so you arrive and you're in this room absolutely covered in the most decadent floral installations I have ever seen. There are incredible entertainers and artists, like mime artists, everyone dressed in costume. Everyone had made such an effort. No one really knew what was going on. We were all like, what is this crazy insane event? But it's amazing, so everyone just kind of like threw themselves into it. And then after enjoying a lovely cocktail, luckily I bumped into Alessandra. We were sat together, so there was one person that I knew there. And then the doors opened to reveal this like ballroom with the most insane long tables, just the most dramatic flower displays I've ever seen in my entire life. I should be able to insert some clips here with sound as well, so that you can hear just how amazing the singers and the performers were. So let me insert some clips.
What's going on? I'm in shock. We have no clue what's happening, but it's fabulous. Wow.
Personal friendship over the course of lockdown, and it's led to this.
Yes, it's irksome at times, but every job is, right?
Yeah.
But when you stand back and look at what an incredibly passionate team of the very best people could create together, it's all worth it. I am bursting at the seams with pride this evening, and I welcome you all to my world. Now, without further ado, let's get this party started.
So as you can see, it was just the most magical, insane evening. I had to get my taxi back to the Cotswolds, but apparently the next stage of the party after the most incredible, delicious dinner was in a room called the Den of Debauchery. Alessandra said she got whipped a few times. Oh my god. Just the most crazy, insane evening. It was basically all of London's absolute creme de la creme, best event planners, caterers, all kind of showing what they can do. And Amy Bone at The Florist had been training new florists to create floral installations in the 5-day build lead up to this event. So it's really just a spectacular and sensorial overload evening, and it was so much fun, so much fun. So that was last night. I had a tiny bit of a lie-in this morning and then went over to Bamford at Daylesford, did a 10 AM, did a mat-based dynamic Pilates with Chloe, which was great, and then stayed there for an hour and got a pedicure. So that is where we are at today. Oh my goodness, yes. So that's why I'm only just picking up the camera. It's been a wild couple of days. So now, today, Charlie and I, we are preparing for guests. We have got a house full this weekend. The lovely family that we met over in Mallorca in summer. They're staying with us for a couple of nights. So it's Phil and Hannah and their 3 children. So we're really looking forward to having them. Charlie has arranged loads of really, really fun things. So I thought I would kind of go through how we get ready as hosts. I know that obviously you're coming into the festive season. I'm sure a lot of you guys might be having friends or family come to stay, and I did a video kind of like this last year, but I thought I would do it again. I feel that Charlie and I have just got into a really good habit when it comes to hosting. We both have very much got our things that we do. We're in a good system, and it almost feels like second nature. Without tooting my own trumpet, we're pretty good at hosting. So I thought I would share a few little tips with you for how to prepare, how to make sure that it's enjoyable for you, how to make sure that your guests feel comfortable and have the best time possible when they come and stay with you. So let's get cracking with that. And then we have got a crowd pleaser dinner to prepare. It is of course Charlie's lasagna. So yes, that is the plan for the afternoon. We are rapidly losing daylight already, my goodness. So let's get cracking. Okay, so one thing that I want to do quickly before I get the house ready is set up my Sky Go for the film that I want to watch at some point over this weekend. The film that I really want to watch is called Aisha, and I have read so many interviews with Letitia Wright, who is starring in the film. You might remember her from Black Panther, among many other films. Is it Adam O'Connor that she is starring in the film alongside Aisha? So this is coming out on Sky Cinema today. Is it Adam O'Connor? Josh O'Connor. Why? Who's Adam O'Connor? Is he a Love Islander? I don't know, but I keep calling him Adam O'Connor. Yes, so this film I want to watch at some point over the weekend. The day that you're watching this video, it will be coming out on Sky Cinema today. It will be out now by the time you're watching this. And I've read so many things about this film. I've watched the trailer. The trailer itself nearly moved me to tears. So I feel like the film is definitely going to be an emotional one. Very much a thought-provoking film, very different to what I've been watching on Sky Cinema the last couple of months. Definitely not a comedy chick flick kind of vibe. Let me read you the description, which I feel doesn't even do this film justice. A young Nigerian woman seeking asylum in Ireland forms a tender friendship with an employee at her residence. A Sky original film starring Letitia Wright and Josh O'Connor. I feel like that does not do it justice. If you've watched the trailer, then you will know what I mean. I think it's going to be, I think it's going to be a very thought-provoking film. I feel like it's one of those films where they just can't even describe it in the synopsis, because there's just so many emotions, so much thought-provoking messaging behind the film. So I really want to watch that either tonight, maybe just Charlie and I in bed, as opposed to with our friends, because I shouldn't think it'll be a particularly late one with the children. So yes, that is set to download. You can obviously watch it on your iPad if you have got Sky Go. Charlie and I still don't have the TV in our bedroom, and it will be out on Sky Cinema today, but I will leave the trailer linked down below if you want to watch it as well. So that's downloading. Let's go and get the bedrooms ready. Okay, let's talk bedrooms. This is our lovely pink room. It's just so gorgeously lit at this time of day, and B is going to be staying in here for 2 nights. So when it comes to bedrooms, a few little tips. Obviously, the usual rules apply. Make sure the rooms are as tidy and as clean as possible. I always like to get out a couple of towels for our guests as well. Just anything that means that they don't feel that they have to keep asking you for things, because sometimes people don't want to ask for things. So it's nice to leave out a couple of towels. Obviously, fresh bed linen. Maybe this is too much information, but the way that I really like to lay the beds is by having the the duvet completely flat, and then I plump up the pillows and prop them up instead of having them lying flat. I like to have them upwards. I think that just looks a lot better. This is the really beautiful, my absolute favorite, of course you guys know this is my linen bundle pink favorite set. It's this gorgeous kind of satiny material, so it's really easy to wash, really easy to iron, which is great when you're doing lots of changeovers. And it always just looks so beautiful. It literally feels like you're staying in a gorgeous hotel. Their Black Friday sale is on at the moment. I think it's 40% off, I believe. So I will leave this linked down below in the description box. They always have amazing deals on their towel bundles and everything like that as well. So great opportunity to stock up on bed linen if you have got guests coming over for the festive season. This is rather adorable. Charlie has put a few little pampering products in bedside tables. Obviously that is a little optional extra. It's always nice to leave some surfaces free in case your guest wants to unpack any of their belongings, makeup bags, etc, etc. Again, a nice little optional extra, but we always like to leave a couple of little goodies in the bedrooms for our guests. Normally includes some form of Percy pigs, and at this time of year, a cute little Christmas tree decoration. Got a few more bits to add to there. It's always nice if your guests are staying more than one night to have a little bit of space where they can hang their jackets or dresses or anything a little bit longer. And then, of course, just make sure your bathroom is stocked up. We've got plenty of shampoo and conditioner in here, spare loo roll, things like that. What a gorgeous room. It is so, so cozy. If I was a guest in this house, I think this is the room that I would want to stay in. Some new pictures up on the wall here since you guys were last here. These were actually in Charlie's nursery when he was a little boy. Charlie's mum and dad very kindly brought them over last time, and they look absolutely lovely up here. Got all of the Masai Mara animals, giraffe, lion, zebra, elephant, leading into what we call the attic bedroom. One of the boys is going to be staying up here, so I'm just delivering the towel, which I need to fold up nicely. And this is the room that we call the Soho House bedroom because the bed frame is from Soho Home, and I think all the cushions are also Soho Home and probably a few other bits and bobs as well. Again, we've got a little goodie bag in here and a fresh clean towel, plenty of space, bedside tables, and plenty of room for our guests to spread their belongings should they desire. All of the rooms have also got a little pillow mist. I think it's little touches like this which just really make your guests feel as though you have thought about them and thought about their comfort. And then speaking of comfort, to be honest, this house doesn't really get that cold, especially not up here in the top floors because, well, we do have heating, but also hot air rises, so the top floor is normally pretty toasty, but you never know what temperature people like to sleep in. So where possible, we like to put a Dyson hot and cold air purifier in each of the bedrooms, and we'll just quickly show our guests how to use it. It's very, very simple, just so that, again, they are as comfortable as possible. I think these rooms just look so, so lovely. I think this is the first year that we've really felt all the rooms are done. You know, they're not perfectly interior designed, but they're cozy, I think they're comfortable, and anyone that ever stays in them says that they are lovely to stay in, which is all that matters. Okay, so that is my bedroom checks complete, and now it's time to start cooking. Gosh, what a glorious afternoon. I hope you can hear me over the breeze. So something else I like to do is, where possible, fill the house with fresh blooms, refresh our flower display, so that is next on my agenda today. This is the bouquet that we have in our terracotta vase. The glass vase goes inside the terracotta vase in our bedroom. It just needs refreshing, not completely redoing, so I'll add some more anemones, and, well, I say where possible because we are getting to the wintry stage now where there's not really too much in bloom here in the garden, so we might just need a little bit more greenery in this one. I'm so eager to cut down these dried hydrangea mop heads, but they're so beautiful as you look out of the living room window that I think they're going to have to stay. I'm sorry that I'm still in my knit, but can I show you down there? Yeah, there we go. Our Dyson fan, we're actually in the process of cleaning the filters on the Dyson fan at the moment, so it's not in use, so it's actually really cold up here, so I'm still in my cozy knit. But, so I've just been getting the rooms ready, and as I've been putting little gifts in the room, I realise I'm not doing a proper gift guide this year. I'm not doing like the gift guide for him, gift guide for her, beauty gift guide, although there are pages on the blog, but I thought I would just quickly go through with you a few of my favourite kind of beauty gift sets that are available, because... silent. There are some amazing ones, and I feel like this year more than ever, brands are just doing the most insane deals. In particular, this one, which I think is the best of them all. Ooh, sorry, I'm so cold. I've got a couple of amazing gift sets here from Spotlight, which you'll know I'm just obsessed with. The toothbrush, which comes in the most absolutely gorgeous travel case. I take the rose gold one with me everywhere I go. They also have, which is new to my collection, maybe I'll give you a demonstration later, the air flosser, which is amazing if you have got Invisalign, because it's so important that you get your mouth squeaky clean, because otherwise you're clamping all of the sugars and other bits from the day to your teeth. So super important to get a very thorough clean. So I love that. And their whitening strips, their UV device, which I shared with you not that long ago. But the best of the best for gifting for him, they have got this, firstly, quite frankly, gorgeous gift set. Spotlight is the female founded brand. The two sisters, the dentists that started the brand, Lisa and Vanessa, in 2016. Everything that they do, all of their products are of the highest quality. They have sustainability at the forefront of everything that they do. Dentist approved, dentist designed and created products. Both Charlie and I are a very, very big fan of the brand. So I like to buy people gifts that I know they're going to use, gifts that are genuinely useful. So this is the Christmas gift set for him, and inside here is your full dental routine. So Charlie's gonna love this. First of all, we've got the whitening toothpaste, which is amazing. I use it every single day and I'm so happy with the results. I do use the UV device as well, which I'll leave linked down below. I will leave all of my Spotlight favorites linked down below, because they have got their Black Friday sale on at the moment. Everybody does, but theirs is especially good. They have got the most insane discounts. This, the RRP is normally $180. It's already 50% off, which is insane, and they've said so kindly that with the code Josie you'll get an extra 20% off, which makes this £180 set £64 if my maths is correct, which is a £96 saving, which is just, is my maths correct? I hope so. Absolutely insane. I think that is such a good price for this like full dental experience. You even get like a mini Foreo. I swear these are more than £60, just these themselves. It's obviously not a Foreo, but it is a very similar device for facial cleansing. So you've got a bamboo toothbrush, super sustainable bamboo toothbrush, teeth whitening powder. I've never tried teeth whitening powder before. That sounds absolutely amazing. A mouthwash for whitening teeth. Any other Invisalign users, you'll know that mouthwash is an absolute essential. And dental floss for whitening teeth. Quite a few things in here that I have not tried, but absolutely incredible gift idea, so I thought I would share that with you. And they also have the female version, equally incredible, incredible value for this set. You've got the Sonic cleanser in here as well. I think alone this is 64 or 65 pounds. You have got in here, this is the lip scrub. My lips have been quite dry recently, so I definitely need to get started on a lip scrub routine. And then a really nice juicy lip balm. The bamboo toothbrush. This is actually a little device specifically designed for exfoliating your lips, which is quite frankly genius. I will be keeping this set for myself. You've got the teeth whitening pen, teeth whitening toothpaste, and the whitening strips. So if you know somebody that is very hard to buy for, I feel like this is just such a wonderful gift idea. So this would be my gift suggestion for her, and you can use the Josie code on that as well, so the most incredible price. And as a little reminder, with all the Spotlight products, for example, the toothpaste tube, the tooth whitening toothpaste tube, it is sustainably made from sugarcane, so it's actually plastic free. The ingredients are all sustainably sourced, no nasty ingredients, no chemicals, nothing harsh in there. You guys know that I'm so conscious of what I'm putting on and in my body, which is one of the main reasons that I absolutely adore Spotlight, as well as the fact that all of their products are just absolutely incredible. Potentially kind of random to give someone a gift of a water flosser, but personally I think it would be an incredible gift. But this is what it looks like in the box. I think because Spotlight is such a luxurious brand, it does make for perfect gifting, and maybe it's not the kind of thing that you'd necessarily treat yourself to, but if you do know someone that has got Invisalign or has got a fantastic smile, it's a great gift for someone that's really into their beauty routine. And obviously your smile is such a huge part of your beauty routine that's a really nice, maybe slightly unexpected gift. And I have to say, the product that I fell in love with Spotlight for is their electric toothbrush. They are the chicest and most effective electric toothbrushes, in my opinion, in the entire world. These are also in the Black Friday sale at the moment for 40% off, which is absolutely incredible. But then you can use code JosieSonic for an extra 10% off. So very much worth making the most of the sales that they have got on at the moment. In your set, you actually get, very, very handy and very generous, you get 3 of the toothbrush heads. You get the toothbrush, you get the travel case, you get the charging items. It's a practical gift, but it's a luxury gift, and it is my dental brand of choice, so I thought I had to mention this because the deal that they've got on at the moment is just absolutely amazing. And I feel like practical gifts are always the best ones because it really shows that you have thought about the recipient. Also in my top 3 when it comes to beauty gifts, and I find myself mentioning this to absolutely everyone, are face halos. I love a face halo. I use one every single day, at least once a day, normally just in the evenings, but sometimes in the mornings too, to remove. I'll pop a picture up on the screen here. Mine are all very used, and they've been through the washing machine quite a few times, so you probably don't need to see mine. But I'm gonna order this pink set for myself for a top up. I think they make the best stocking fillers. They take off that first layer of makeup and any oils from your skin for the day. It means that you get more out of your cleanser because your skin is already clean, so your cleanser can actually cleanse the skin as opposed to taking off your makeup. So it just enhances your entire beauty routine. So I'd always recommend face halos as an amazing stocking filler, even if the person already has some. It's always nice to receive a top up, and I noticed this gift set on Look Fantastic. I believe I might have an ongoing discount code with Look Fantastic. So if that is active, I will leave it linked down below next to the products. I'll leave the discount code for Spotlight all next to the products as well. I feel like the options when it comes to Christmas gifting are literally endless, but I was racking my brains for what I would really, really love to receive, and I just kept coming back to this. It is Clé de Pose Le Serum. Now let me tell you, this is a very luxury product. This would be like main gift because it is not cheap. But if Father Christmas is feeling very generous, then you really can't get much better than this. I talk about this all the time. It is always the absolute first step in my morning and evening skincare immediately after cleansing. This makes all the other products in your skincare routine really do their absolute best, really do what they are meant to do. I absolutely love their festive packaging. This is the blue, royal midnight blue and gold festive packaging. If you're feeling super duper trooper generous, and you know someone that really takes time and care and consideration over their beauty routine, this really would make for the most gorgeous and super generous gift. I think for a mum, a sister, someone really special in your life, then it's kind of dangerous because then they'll be hooked on it, so consider that as well. But yeah, I think this would be in my top 3 beauty gifts alongside the face halos, obviously super affordable. The Spotlight kits, I think just the best deal, so such an incredible deal and so useful. And then the little touch of luxury. So yeah, I thought I would thought I'd just do that little segment because I've not done a beauty gift guide this year, but they are my top beauty gifts, in case you were wondering. And I will leave the beauty gift guide blog post page link down below if you'd like any more inspiration. Obviously we're coming up to Cyber Week now, so there will be more amazing deals going on, so keep an eye on my Black Friday page as well. Okay, timing wise, I think we need to get cracking with the lasagna. The veg is halfway through being chopped, so I'm going to go and carry on with that now. Side note, Charlie just showed me the Sky Christmas advert for this year. Oh my goodness. I'll leave it linked down below. If you guys have not seen it, then go and watch it and then let me know in the comments below what your reaction was, because I think it is firstly very thought-provoking, and you think it's going to be something and then it's something completely different. Should I just tell you? You think it's going to be all about helping the elderly and supporting the elderly at Christmas, but then it turns out to be something quite funny. But it does still make you think. I have to also say a big thank you to Elizabeth Arden, who accidentally sent me too many of these gift with ooh, am I allowed to tell you about this yet? Soon I'll be sharing a discount code with Elizabeth Arden, and you'll be getting an amazing gift with purchase, which has a night cream, ceramide capsules, retinol capsules. Elizabeth Arden accidentally sent 12 of these instead of just one, so I asked them and they said I could donate them to our local care home. Charlie and I donate boxes and boxes of beauty products to our local care home every single year, because they host a Christmas market where, with no money being exchanged, the residents of the care home can shop for Christmas gifts for their loved ones on this really fun Christmas market evening. No money is exchanged, but this year they will get to choose lovely Elizabeth Arden products for their recipients, should they so desire. So thank you, Elizabeth Arden, for letting me share that with the local care home residents. Been told I need to put more cuticle oil in by the lady that does my nails, so I'm gonna pop some 8-hour cream on it there. Anyway, time to go and crack on with our lasagna, and I'll catch up with you shortly. So while I was at Dalesford this morning, Martin has been putting up some artwork.
Handyman. So Martin cuts our lawn. Martin owns a farm in the village, and if you follow us on Instagram, cheeky plug, at Old House Our Home, Jackie, Martin's wife, helps us in the garden on a Friday. What is her Instagram?
Cotswold Country Bird.
Cotswold Country Bird.
Yes.
And she's just so wholesome, amazing. But yeah, so Martin's a man of many talents. I am rubbish at anything DIY, so we get him in.
You can see my thermal sticking out the laundry basket. Can you please?
We know that you love your thermals. So anyway, so that's been put up. That's another menu from Time. A slightly thicker
many
frame.
menus.
But these have worked out really well, because we've spent some money on artwork, but in terms of this artwork, it's cost us virtually nothing really.
But show everyone what's new in your dressing room. I feel like every vlog for the last 3 weeks has had a dressing room update.
Yeah, so this is it now finished, as far as I'm concerned.
Completely finished.
Completely finished, yeah. We have some artwork additions. If you remember that we had the hawk there before, but it wasn't quite right. Yep. This I got from Lasco, which is one of our favourite antique
I thought they were
shops.
matching.
No. So that's why what happened was I saw this at Dalesford and it was quite expensive, and we were like, no, I can't justify it. And then when I saw that on Lasco and ordered that, I was like, do you know what, that style will work with that. I think it works well. Yeah. I don't know, it's kind of random, but I quite liked it. Obviously, we now have a king.
Very cool.
Support our king. And
I said to Charlie, don't buy that, because I can make it out of a Sharpie, but.
Do you know what though? Also, the frame's a really nice frame.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. And then the piece de resistance.
Insane!
Ironic for someone that doesn't drink alcohol, but I still think it's a brilliant. And
very
basically,
cool.
I saw it on Lasco, and this is why it's important to, if you are into antiques, just have a bit of a communication, because originally it was up for X amount, and I noticed it, and I thought, do you know what, it could be good for the cottage, for the dining room, and I thought, no, do you know, it's too expensive. And then I've noticed it was on there like 6-7 weeks later, so I just said, look, would you accept an offer? And I offered them a third less than what it was up for, and they accepted. So
great. Let me show you from this angle.
Works really well.
That is very, very cool. It does work really well in here. Well done, darling. Yeah. Little art connoisseur.
Captures the light, and then the hawk has a new home, which I think is there. And I don't think it needs reframing now, because I think that frame kind of works there.
Definitely.
So yeah, the room does feel very finished now.
Good.
Super happy with it.
Yay. It looks amazing. It suits you now.
Well, this morning I went from the gym, which I just feel every moment we use it, every time we use it I feel fortunate. And then came into here and was like, God, this room feels really good now. Then I went to the office, did some emails, and those are probably the 3 rooms in the house that for me...
Do you know what bugs me every time? The fact that that needs adjusting.
Yeah. Do you know what though? We stitched up from day one because probably not Stephen, previous owners have been painting it. No. So the only way, see what I mean? So you're always having to paint it.
Damn.
I think there might be an option of putting some varnish on it. Might not be as bad, but you know what? It's, you know, there's imperfections everywhere in this house. So it's not the end of the world. This had a bit of a spruce and a tidy.
Well done.
And it's finished, mate. Finished project, tick. Onto one of the 8 bathrooms now.
We've got matching red schnitz.
Yeah, this is healing really slowly. I've got bio oil on it, which makes it shiny.
Bio oil phase.
I know, but there we go.
Should put bio oil on mine. Lovely. So we like to get as ahead as possible when it comes to food prep before our guests arrive. I would always recommend a tried and tested recipe if you are entertaining, so that you don't really need to think about it. It's almost second nature. So we are doing a family favorite. It is Charlie's lasagna. So we've got the veg, onion, garlic, bit of bacon, celery and carrot boiling away here. We'll add the mincemeat shortly. You might have seen us doing this a couple of vlogs ago, same recipe. Now I am on Parmesan grating duty, ready to do the cheese sauce. And here we go, the table is set, nothing very exciting, literally the exact same as I did last weekend. So we've got our Dalesford tablecloth, I've got these dried little posy glasses which are all little bits that were in my flowered Always Autumn bouquet. I think the placemats were from Zara, and then these are from Burley Pottery, and these bowls are amazing for lasagna. Got the water glasses out, everyone will probably already have a drink. That's another thing, of course, as soon as your guests arrive, to offer them a drink, take their coat, etc. It's nice to have nibbles as well if it's going to be a little while until food is ready. Isn't that right, Dexy? Mummy's going to do your dinner in one moment. So yeah, we are looking good. And the lasagna just needs a bit of a stir. Thank you, my Dexy. And we are very much on track. Good morning, my darlings. It is Saturday morning. We had such a lovely evening last night. Did I film anything other than probably a close-up of our lasagna? I don't think I did. I need to blend out my makeup because I finished watching the Aisha film this morning. Charlie and I started it last night and I finished it this morning, and I've been having a little bit of a boo-hoo, so I just need to blend out my makeup because when you've been crying, it does tend to create a little bit of a streak. There we go, that's a little bit better. Oh my goodness. I do love Bare Minerals Mineralist mascara, but it is not the most waterproof. That film, you guys, oh my goodness, I cannot recommend that film any more highly. It blew me away. It was so much more than what I was expecting. So I think I mentioned, was it yesterday? Yesterday afternoon that we were planning on watching it at some point over the weekend, and we weren't too late to bed last night, so Charlie and I thought we would start watching it, and I just don't even know where to start. It's just something, the topic of the film is obviously quite a heavy film, very emotional. Letitia Wright's character Aisha, so she is a Nigerian lady who has come over to Ireland and she's seeking asylum, and it's following her incredibly emotional story as she goes through the kind of social services system, and you're feeling her heartbreak and the emotion as she has to jump through all of these hoops, and sometimes things don't go to plan, and honestly your heart just absolutely aches for her. And I think what's so incredible about the film is that it's potentially a topic that, you know, you read about it in the news, but it can be impossible to really understand exactly the more human side of what people are going through, and that's what this film really showed. And I think I'm so guilty of seeing these headlines and thinking, gosh, that's really terrible, but not really thinking about the fact that this is what some people are really going through. This is what people are actually living through. And Letitia Wright did just the most, she's the actress that was playing Aisha, she did the most incredible job of telling the stories of people that are going through this at the moment. And I just kept thinking, if this is how emotional I feel watching this film, and how, you know, when you watch something that's quite a heavy subject, it really makes you feel, gosh, I can't describe it. It's quite an overwhelming, heavy feeling. I kept thinking, my goodness, how intense it must have been for her to do the research for the film, speaking to people that have been going through this, and becoming Aisha when she's filming the film. I honestly think that her performance was Oscar worthy. I'm not surprised that there have been so many articles, so much press about the film, because not only is it beautifully shot and telling a really important story, but her acting is just absolutely incredible. I challenge you to watch that film and not get very emotionally invested. So yeah, I would definitely recommend it. It's not like a super light, you know, stick it on for a good time kind of film. Absolutely not. It's a film that if you want to educate yourself on the journey that so many people are going through and really experience the emotions in a story that is beautifully told, then definitely check it out. As I mentioned, I will leave the trailer linked down below so you can have a watch of the film. It is out now on Sky Cinema. I've actually not watched any of Letitia's films in the past. I've not seen Black Panther. What else has she been in? Let me know down below if you've got any favourite films of hers, because I definitely feel like I'm her new biggest fan, and I'd love to see her in different settings as well. But yes, that was the film that we watched last night and this morning. Okay, I don't think you can tell that I've been crying. We've got a really lovely day planned now. We are heading out to Soho Farmhouse. I think we're going to take the old Defender, which should be interesting. It's a very bumpy road, so let's see how we get on. I have given the shotgun front seat to B. Is this your first time in a Defender?
It is.
And what do you think?
It's really cool.
It's pretty old school, isn't it?
You're gonna
Pretty
follow
old
us,
school.
yeah?
So this is my first time driving in the back. We're going down a very bumpy lane, so you're going to have to keep an eye on Charlie's driving, because I feel like he is going to go at 100 miles an hour, and it's going to send me and little Charlie, say hi Charlie, it's going to send us flying. We've lived next door to Soho Farmhouse for 2 years, and this is my first ever time cycling here. It's a great way of exploring all of the far out cabins. Oh my gosh, I should not. morning, my darlings. It is now Sunday morning. We've just had a lovely brunch. I think I might have filmed a couple of clips. I think I did. We are just having a really lovely cozy Sunday today, kind of our usual. We're about to head out for a dog walk. It's a glorious day, so we're going to make the most of that. I think we'll take the boys... Oh, can't get my powder open. There we go. Take the boys up the hill, the usual route. We just had our 2 minutes silence because today is Remembrance Sunday, so we just had 2 minutes silence out by the church. Our village is so lovely. They always do things very properly. So I believe there were bagpipes. We could hear them, but we couldn't see them. And there was obviously the trumpets playing the memorial songs after the minute's silence. And then we are going to do a Sunday roast later, which I'm very excited about. Had a few questions on this last time. It is the Elizabeth Arden Notably Nude lipstick / lip balm. I have to say, I have been following so many of Elle from Bambi Does Beauty. If you don't follow her on Instagram and TikTok, you absolutely must. I have been learning so much. She does Instagram reels like 10 things I wish I knew in my 20s about applying makeup. Just tiny tips on application that everyone can do. So for example, lip liner, I always used to draw my lip liner down, and she said to make your lips look plumper, you should draw it upwards. So I've been doing that, and I swear it makes the shape so much more natural. This is the Beauty Pie Wonder Gel Longwear Lip Liner. And another tip she gave was to apply your blush over your nose as well. My nose is still a little bit dry from my laser, but yeah, she was saying to take it over your cheeks and over the tip of your schnoz, and then up there too. I don't know. I guess it gives you that cozy, have been by the fire all afternoon kind of glow. So yeah, I'm not really doing... Oh, eyebrows. I sometimes forget to do my brows. Ever since I had my brow lamination, obviously the colour is still a bit darker. I don't really feel like anything changed with how they like sit. You know, I still have to brush them. I don't really understand what brow lamination is still. Like, they looked great. They still look good because they're tinted, but the whole, you know, thing about them staying in position like your lashes do after LVL, I have not experienced that. But I'm not wearing mascara at the moment because the LVL is still looking so good. And I'm having to do less colouring in because of the tint. But yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just destined to not have good brows. Oh, Charlie's shouting because it's the cricket final at the moment. So we had a really lovely dinner last night. We went to the Swan, which you'll have heard us talking about so much. It's where we went with loads of friends for my 30th birthday. It's just one of our favourite pubs around here, one of our closest really good pubs. If anyone else happens to be local, I do have a little bit of local inside gossip for you. Not really gossip, but news. So you will, of course, know how obsessed Charlie and I are with everything Bamford, Daylesford, etc. Well, apparently, 2 things, one of which I'm 80% sure is true, one of which I'm only 50% sure is true. Lady Bamford has bought the antique centre called A Quiet Woman, which you may know is on the crossroads between where we live and Chipping Norton that way, Soho Farmhouse that way, Oxford that way, us that way. It's a crossroads. I've always hated the name A Quiet Woman Antique Centre. Apparently Lady Bamford has bought it and it's going to be an American style diner, but obviously all organic. That will be amazing. And apparently she's also bought a golf course. I hope all of these things are true because everything she touches is always absolutely amazing, and the more lovely things come to our area, the better for us, for our holiday cottages. Yeah, just generally wonderful news. So that's a little bit of local gossip. I don't even know if I'm allowed to mention the next thing, but there is also a very, very, very exclusive members club coming to... Oh, I don't know if I'm allowed to say. I'm going to tell you anyway. Probably won't get membership anyway because it's too far away from us. Coming to Burford. If you've heard of the Estelle Members Club in London, very exclusive. I think it's a bit tragic, but they tape up your phone cameras when you go in, kind of like Soho House used to be. But that is launching near Burford. It's too far from us, we would never get membership, but it might be quite fun for us to visit every now and then. And apparently they're building a Roman bath there, which is the biggest in Europe. It's going to be very bougie, very fabulous, but very exclusive. But yeah, just love to hear about all these fun things that are coming to our area. Now I've filled you in on the local gossip. I think the cricket is probably coming to an end based on Charlie's cheering. So I'm going to get my wellies on and we're going to take everyone out for our favourite walk across the fields. Ooh! And ever since the Clé de Peau lunch the other day, I have been wearing the Fenty perfume. I think this is Fenty. Because I was sat with Jamie Genevieve, who I'd never really spoken to before. We had the loveliest chats, and she was wearing this. I just realised it's personalised. And she smelt amazing. It's quite musky, quite ambery. This is just called Fenty Eau de Parfum. So it's really nice, like wintry, cosy fragrance. So I've been wearing that. Okay. Day 3 hair needs some dry shampoo. Living Proof Perfect Hair Day. This one you kind of spray in and then you leave it for a bit, and apparently it actually cleans your hair. We shall see, but I love the volume that you get from dry shampoo. Oof. So I've just got on a lovely cozy Ganni chunky knit and my brown Adanola leggings. I think the next video I'm going to have an epic Adanola discount code for you, by the way, or the video after. But my discount code blog post is now live, so do bookmark it. We're going to be updating it all the time, so if you ever want to know what discount codes we have with brands, then it's all going to be in one place now on the blog. So we'll make that really obvious in the description box down below if you want to check on that. Yes, anyway, enough rambling. Let's get my brace back in and head out for a walk. Perfect anemone. Hey bunny! I did not know that we shared this house with a bunny rabbit. Where's it from, darling?
It's a shooting one, it's a small one, it's a size small, so I know, there is the...
Oh, nice. You can cinch it in a little bit.
I think it's going to be too warm for now though.
Puppies have got their walking attire on, as have the humans. We're just doing a little bit of garden exploration with the boys, and then we're going to head out for our favourite walk. Come on then!
I agree with you. I also think conservative.
Oh.
That's not.
This is adorable. They've turned one of the phone shops, phone boxes in our village, into a little bookstore. Neighbourly bucket of apples. Wow, look how big they are.
There you go, B, take that.
Why are they outside?
No,
There's probably poison in here. Don't get it.
Not in the Cotswolds. Okay, we are back from our gloriously sunny walk. It is truly the loveliest day. Let me show you the winter sunlight coming through the garden. All the wellies lined up. Charlie's just helping the boys set up the PlayStation. We are peeling the potatoes. They are boiling away, ready for our Sunday roast spuds. I've just been washing some apples. These ginormous apples were left in a tub outside one of our neighbours' houses. And honestly, I don't think I've ever seen apples quite this huge before, but that is our apple crumble for the next couple of weeks sorted. And then in the living room, B has got a very cosy setup with a sausage dog. I think you might just be Dickie's new best friend. He loves you, look at this. Enjoying a lot of pampering with his new best friend B. We're watching The Holiday, we've got the fire on. It is a perfect cozy Sunday. Oh, Jude Law, oh my gosh, I adore him. I'm gonna try the cupcakes. Which one do you like the look of?
Probably this one.
That one, do you wanna grab it? Do you wanna plate with it?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll grab one. This is absolute madness. I am wearing a strappy, sleeveless knitted top in the middle of November, and I'm actually warm. We were all so toasty on our walk, and now we're back in the kitchen getting the roast ready. I've got my scissors and my assistants. We're going to get some herbs, but I cannot believe what a glorious day it is, and so warm. Absolutely bonkers. Dickie's a little bit nervous and needy at the moment because we just set off the fire alarm. Whoops a daisy. Gonna help Mummy get some herbs? Come on then. Your bottom at the same time?
Yeah. The Hawaiian roast potato.
So you've got to try and get your rope ring around the loop. Do you see it? And you've got to stay standing on the stone. Perfect. Right, who's going to go first? Practice round. Wow, that was so close. Woo! Okay, darling, what is special about this cauliflower cheese?
Blue cheese, cauliflower cheese this week.
What made you decide to do that?
Well, we have blue cheese. Using up.
That's always a good sign.
Yeah.
Is this the blue cheese from my Christmas gift card?
It is. Yeah, it went out of date yesterday, so it's perfect.
Okay.
Well, no, but cheese, you know.
Yeah, the mouldier the better.
Yeah.
Lovely.
I think that's about right.
So that's broccoli and cauliflower?
Broccoli and cauliflower. No, it's green and white cauliflower.
Okay.
With broccoli in the sauce.
Ooh,
and then we've already
yummy.
got parmesan in the sauce. The sauce is a nice creamy sauce. It might notice that it's quite runny, but the last few weeks I've almost made it too thick.
Yeah.
And then when it cooks more. Obviously then I do a layer of parmesan. Like this. And then
breadcrumbs.
do a little bit of pepper on top. And then we've got breadcrumbs and
Almonds.
It's meant to be flaked almonds, but I can see you did whole almonds, but that'd be interesting.
Crunchier the better, mate. Yum, Orello.
Darlings, it's now about 8 o'clock. Our guests have just left back home, back to London, and Charlie and I are doing our end of the weekend pack down. We are doing all the washing up and loads of washing now. Continuing on from the theme of the video earlier on how to be a good host, a tip for being a very good house guest is a house guest that actually strips the beds after they have stayed. I never ever would ask my guests to do that, but I'm always so grateful if they do. So now if I ever stay at anyone's house, I will always whip off the bed linen afterwards. It just makes so much difference to the host and hostess when they are getting the house back to normal. So that's a really good tip if you are a guest at someone's house this festive season. And Hannah and Phil so kindly bought Charlie and I subscriptions to Masterclass. They know that obviously Charlie doesn't drink and I don't drink that much, so bringing a bottle or two would have been lovely, but they went one step further and thought of something very personal. So that's a really good gift idea if you are being a guest this festive season. But yeah, we are done with the washing up. We've done loads of washing, and now I'm going to get into the bath, wash my hair and get ready for the week. So I thought I would say goodbye and the vlog here so that I can import all of my footage and get ahead of my editing. So darlings, I really hope you have enjoyed this vlog. I feel like it's been a lot of me telling you what we've been doing and yeah, although it has been a 4-day vlog, which I haven't done in a while, but there we go. Hope you've enjoyed it, my darlings, and I will see you very soon in the next one. Good night.